Start recording. Stop recording. Button.
Hey y'all, thanks for coming back for another video. I'm sorry I haven't been posting in a while. But today's video I'm going to be reading a story that somebody else wrote, and I will tell you their name. But this story is only like 5 chapters long, so it won't be that long. I'm not going to read all in one thing because that's going to be too long. This book is called... Did I hear something? This book is called Harry Potter, the Prophesized One. Don't know what that means. And the author is 11Z4C11. And I'm not reading some because I feel like if I read it, I'm going to read a little bit of it, but I'm not going to read a whole bunch. So, it says, this story is of a Harry Potter that isn't the one who lived, but the brother of the girl who lived, neglected by his parents. Harry becomes an enigma to the rules of magic. He starts his quest to step out the shadows of his family, and in doing so becomes something more. Yeah. This was updated August 28th, 2013. This book, there's only 5 chapters, so total chapters 5. And there's like a link. Anyway, so I don't know where this person got this from. I'm not gonna say their name, but Victoria, you should know who I'm talking about. Victoria, if you're watching this video, you should know who I'm talking about. You're actually dating a guy, so, or you could not be dating him anymore. I don't know, but he gave me this whole flash drive or flash disk full of Harry Potter stories from some website that he got it from. I don't know where he got it from. But yeah, so it says introduction. In a time of darkness and depression, is what it's called. In a time of darkness and depression, shall rise one of the change, bearing the mark of Odin's threat. The prophesized one shall come. Sorry, I'm distracted. Changing the tides of war. Bringing equilibrium to the magical realms. The prophesied one shall come. Take heed my prophecy, for without chosen one's power, worlds shall fall and perish. Darkness shall regain power, and in the deep depths of despair, no other shall rise. Take heed my warning. He shall come on the wings of prophecy, a mere child neglected by his protectors. Take heed my warning, for if not, realms shall cry out for eternity. Take heed my warning. The prophesied one is coming. Prophecy given by Langsland, and then I think it just says Lanny. I guess it's Lanny for short. Emery's daughter of Merlin in parentheses says, Mydrin Emery's seer of true prophecies, giver of knowledge. Okay, I don't know what that is. Okay, that's the introduction. Now let's read chapter 1. If I get a call, I might have to answer it right here, but it's okay. Chapter 1, how it all started. Before I start reading, I just like to say the reason at the beginning I was so confused is that they will put a few words and then go down 2 lines and put more words to make it seem like the first set of lines, the first set of words were like a title after the introduction, like the introduction, or like they will like separate the introduction to some part or something like that. But it was just a prophecy. Anyway, chapter 1, how it all started. Life is unfair. There is no changing that fact. Life is full of worries, upset, and hate. Yet life is also full of happiness, fulfillment, and peace. Life is a constant in any world, from the tiniest organism and mightiest humanoid life is always there and always will be there because of one thing: magic. Magic was there at the beginning. It created the universe, the dimensional space that we inhabit. It, however, created more. For every second that passes and every decision that is made, a new dimension is created. In many of these dimensions, you, my dear reader, will read a story of Harry Potter, the boy who lived, the boy who had everyone taken from him at such a young age, and yet still came back to be the hero. But this story does not follow that story in this dimension. The story show you what happens if Harry Potter was born 3 years earlier, if Harry Potter had a little sister, if Harry Potter was not the boy who lived, but something else, something different, something that could change the balance. After chapter, what? Why did it say that? It says after. Oh, first chapter. The autumn leaves blew stresslessly. The autumn leaves blew restlessly in the wind. The church bells rang in the distance. As a man hooded and cloaked walked slowly down the street. Children passed him happily, commenting on having such an awesome costume. Lord Voldemort smirked on any other day. These children would run in terror at the mere sight of him. But due to this insipid Muggle holiday, a holiday that by all rights should, as the Druids had intended the day to be. Samhain, a day that was intended to respect the fear of the dead, a day for the darkness of mankind to come forth and find their way to the ever after. One how he found the day perfect for what he planned, assuring his immortality. He walked down street with gingerbread looking houses on either side, picket fences with hedges separating the gardens, and an idyllic setting. Yet he had gone to perform an act so evil it would change how the wizarding world saw the area. Oh, how he loved the irony that he, Salazar Slytherin's last and greatest decent what? Descendant would discreate the land named after his forefathers' greatest adversaries, Godric Gryffindor. He came to the house at the end of the street, stepping up towards it and passing the creaky gate. He calmly walked up the path, up to the empty place he now realized was not supposed to be there. He thought on the words of his little spy, on rather yet his little rat would be a better description of the spiteful little man. Their Potter family lived at number 17 Godric's Way, Godric's Hollow, and to his surprise, in front of his eyes, a house slid into view as if it was always there, just hiding in the corner of his mind's eye, ready to be seen and yet not to be seen. This was truly one powerful magic, and yet he overcame it with such a little thing as belief in camaraderie and friendship. A 13 and a half year wand slid into view as he felt the drew that connection him and his wand, just as it did all those years ago when said wand chose him. His moments were swift. Reducto! The door and part of the wall smashed into the house, covering the hallway behind with rubble and dust. He could hear a scampering of feet across the hardwood and the crying of a child as he swept onto the premises. A quick homindum revealed to his pleasure. There were only three signatures within the house, not including himself. So where was the fourth potter? Oh, was he going to have an easier time with this after all? The Potters were a powerful family, that is, until he destroys them, leaving only the eldest son and his family. Was there but one Potter parent within the home, or was it even easier and they left their children to a sitter? Gliding up the stairs effortlessly, dang, he could already hear quickening breaths as if the person they belonged to were in a panic. Another reducto, and the door on his left hand side revealed what was left of a large bathroom. Reducto. The door next to it crumbled upon itself, shattering to pieces, showing a recently made blockade of furniture behind. Silly child, thinking such a crude attempt could stop me. Without uttering a word, a swish of his wand, and there was a path through the furniture. He walked through the powdered mass and came into a nursery. To his right, a baby girl lay in a washed crib, and off to the side was a teen girl cowering, clutching a little boy behind her. "Go away! Leave us alone!" she mustered the courage to shout. Avada Kedavra. And just like that, the girl's life was taken, and her soul. If you believed in the Druids' beliefs, went wandering the plains looking for her salvation, as all souls do on this night of reckoning, or be swept up by Lord Samhain. Sorry, y'all. Lord Voldemort smirked cruelly, looking down toward the little boy that was once shielded by her mask. To his humor, the toddler stood his ground, a look of determination upon his brow. Looking into the emerald green eyes of the raven-haired boy, he violently sent a legitimacy probe at him, sending the boy to the ground, holding his head in pain. Yet the boy stood once more, taking his ground in front of the crib, glaring fiercely at him, a fire in his eyes the Dark Lord had never seen before. "You ain't gonna hurt my little sister, you stupid head," the child's voice cried across the small distance between them, a slight hesitance in his voice, and before the boy could do or say anything else, he was hit by a piece of debris. Voldemort spelled at him, knocking him out. Voldemort crossed the room to stand in front of the crib. Deep hazel eyes looked up at him as if judging him. How dare this child search him and find him wanting? She shall be obliterated this night, and my immortality with her death will be complete. He leveled his wand at the child, choosing his mark carefully. Avada Kedavra, the spell flew towards the child. A blinding white light shone around the girl, and a cry similar to that of a fallen phoenix, but with hints of the roar of a dragon swooned, and his spell came hurtling back at him, destroying his body and banishing his wraith out of the room, leaving his wand, a black traveling cloak, and a compass where he last stood. So I'm going to stop here because I thought I was going to be done, and I'm going to do part 2 of chapter 1. Thanks for watching. Please be like and subscribe and come back for more videos.
Camera chooser. Front, back, button, back. Stop, stop. Camera,
Peace out,
stop
y'all.
recording.